मैं मैं
Cool.
जस्ट अ सेकंड, आवाज कम दो।
Yeah.
आवाज
Good
कम दो।
evening, everyone.
हाँ।
Yeah. Good evening, Jatin. Good evening, Anita. Good to see you.
Good evening, Pinaki.
How
मैं
was your
व-
4 p.m. session? I missed it. I had some other commitments.
You will receive the reviews soon. Some of them have come in the group.
Good. Thank you. I would be honored if you just share the recording with me. I'll just take a look.
Recordings.
I don't know if you're having a recording or if you have a live session, just let me know. I'll arrange to
Yeah,
attend the next
yeah.
one.
I will let you know. I will let.
Super. So let's get started because this is a 45-minute session and we are already 3 minutes in the session. So you can ask any question to me. The whole objective is not only to asking the question, but listen to the answers, the way these answers are being given. And I will be using neuro-linguistic programming techniques only to give the answers. So it's an opportunity for you also to learn how to ask relevant questions to yourself to get to the answers that you're looking for. Okay, so it's some kind of training. It's the purpose is not to give you a solution or to advise you. Okay, it's the purpose is to ensure that you get an opportunity to connect to the resources that you already have and make use of it towards achieving whatever you want to achieve in your life. All right, so that's
ओके
the intention of this session. Yes, Jatin,
ओके
please go ahead.
ओके so I am taking my chance, huh? I am lucky that I am attending this session with you. So uh, मतलब मैं थोड़ा सिचुएशन बताता हूँ आपको पहले, फिर कोशिश करता हूँ कि अ, अभी जैसे क्या हो रहा है, मेरा बिजनेस जैसे से आगे बढ़ रहा है ना, तो मेरे को क्या है कि थोड़ा सा ट्रैवल मेरा रहता है इस साइड, हरियाणा की साइड, टुवर्ड्स पानीपत। ओके।
Mhm.
सो मतलब मान लो कि मैं ला रेसिडेंशियल सोसाइटी में भी रहता हूँ और यहाँ भी रहता हूँ, तो मेरे मान के चलो कि 60-70% टाइम मेरा यहाँ पे बीत रहा है पानीपत में। ठीक है, और नोएडा में भी फ्लैट तो रखा ही हुआ है वहां पे भी। ठीक है, कभी कभार होता है कि मैं डिसाइड नहीं कर पाता। देयर आर टू थिंग्स। एक कि मेरे को अभी तो मैंने जैसे जितना भी बिजनेस बनाया घर से ही बनाया था, तो मोस्टली क्या होता है, मेरा फील्ड का काम रहता है, तो कस्टमर से मिलते हैं। ऑफिस बनाने की इतनी जरूरत लगे नहीं, 4-4 5-5 दिन हम फील्ड में ही होते हैं मेनली। चाहे मैं यहाँ रहूँ चाहे एनसीआर रहूँ, फील्ड में ही रहता हूँ। तो देयर आर टू थिंग्स कि मेरे को ऑफिस कहाँ बनाना चाहिए, जो कि मैं अभी डिसीजन ले रहा हूँ पानीपत का। कभी कभार नोएडा भी मन करता है कि नोएडा एनसीआर में होना चाहिए आपका ऑफिस। दैट इज वन। सेकंड इज कि क्या, जैसे थोड़ा सा कह सकते हैं फैमिली लाइफ भी डिस्टर्ब होती है, इधर से उधर उधर से इधर होती है। तो आई एम नॉट एबल टू डिसाइड कि नोएडा वाला रखना चाहिए या छोड़ना चाहिए, सिंस आई एम बिल्डिंग द बिजनेस एंड दैट हाउस इज अ कॉस्ट एक्चुअली, एंड इट्स अ डिसेंट कॉस्ट इन एक्सपेंसेस। तो वो मैं डिसाइड नहीं कर पाता एक्चुअली में।
Okay,
दीज टू थिंग्स एक्चुअली।
okay. See, what do people do who are into accounts? वो क्या करते हैं?
दोबारा बोलो।
Accounts में जो लोग हैं वो क्या करते हैं? Accounts वाले. What do they do?
अकाउंट्स अकाउंट्स में, अच्छा अकाउंट्स वाले लोग बेसिकली दे डू द अकाउंटिंग फॉर द कंपनी।
So what they do actually?
बेसिकली दे टेक केयर ऑफ द फाइनेंस पार्ट ऑफ द कंपनी।
Okay, and what is the ultimate financial part of the company? What is the final thing that they come up with when they do an auditing of accounts of an organization? What they do come up with at the end?
P&L, प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस में भी।
And
एंड आप बताइए।
assets and liabilities, बैलेंस शीट जिसको
एसेट्स एंड लायबिलिटीज, ओके।
है ना, तो जैसे बिजनेस का बैलेंस शीट होता है वैसे लाइफ भी एक बिजनेस ही है, उसका भी एक बैलेंस शीट होता है।
ओके
तो उसका बैलेंस शीट तैयार करो, एक तरफ लिखो एसेट्स, एक तरफ लिखो लायबिलिटी।
ओके।
तो नोएडा में घर रखने से आपका क्या क्या एसेट है, क्या क्या लायबिलिटी हो सकता है, अगर आप पानीपत में घर बनाएंगे, वहां पे क्या क्या एसेट हो सकता है, क्या क्या लाइबिलिटी हो सकता है. सेम विथ ऑफिस. You actually need to jot it down, write it down in clarity, complete clarity, कि मेरे लिए ये एसेट बन रहा है, मेरे ये लाइबिलिटी बन रहा है. अगर आपके पास एसेट का बोझ बढ़ गया, एसेट वाला साइड, इफ इट ग्रोज अप, तो यू गो ahead and take it, and if it appears to you as a liability, then avoid it, or you figure out options through which you can convert those liabilities into asset. Like
Okay.
maintaining a house could be a liability, but if you put it on rent, it is an asset. Maintaining a car is a
Okay.
liability. If you use it, it's an asset. If you don't use it, it's a big liability.
Okay.
You know? You spend far more than maintaining a car than hiring a Uber or Ola cab. इवन पूरा साल का भी ले लोगे तब भी देखोगे बहुत कम खर्चा हो रहा है compared to maintaining, buying and maintaining a car. Apart from other expenses like fuel expenses, servicing.
Right.
Yeah. So it's as simple as that. Life का balance sheet बनाओ, वैसे business का balance sheet बनाओ. And in fact, you can ask 4 questions. इन 4 questions में सबसे important question है कि जैसे how you will work out कि liability asset कैसे बनाओगे. So the questions that you were supposed to ask is that what is going to happen if I do this? What is going to start happening? What is going to stop happening if I do this? What is going to start happening? What is going to stop happening if I don't do this? Based on that, you come up with your balance sheet. बहुत simple है. You can apply the same technique to maintain balance in your family life also. तरीका वही है. Like I did 3 consultation, family consultations, and ये तीनों केस ही divorce वाले cases थे. But I am not a divorce expert and neither am a psychiatrist or psychologist. So I only apply the technologies of NLP. Simple. जो सवाल दूसरे लोग पूछेंगे वो खुद आप सीख लो पूछना अपने आप को, and you get the answers. That's it. किसी के पास जाने की जरूरत. See, एक चीज हमेशा ध्यान रखना. When you go to anybody to ask advice, whatever advice they are giving you from the resources that they have access to. So in neuro-linguistic programming, we have something called resources. So either you are in an unresourceful state or you are in a resourceful state. All the other resources are accessible to you. If you have access to those resources, you are at resourceable state. If not, you are at unresourceable state. Now, what happens whenever you take advice from anybody, that person is sharing his or her advice or her suggestion based on the resources he or she has access to. उसको पता ही नहीं तुम्हारे पास क्या क्या resource का access है क्या नहीं. So that's why taking advice from anybody normally doesn't work.
Okay.
So you need to answer the questions based on your own resources.
Okay.
कोई अगर एडवाइस देता भी है तो कभी उसका बुरा भी मत मानो. एंड अगर आप किसी को एडवाइस देते हो और वो अगर आपका एडवाइस फॉलो नहीं करता है, उसका भी बुरा मत मानो, क्योंकि आप जो उनको एडवाइस दे रहे हो आपके रिसोर्स के हिसाब से दे रहे हो. उसको तो पता ही नहीं कि आपके पास क्या क्या रिसोर्सेज है, किस बेसिस पे आप किसी को एडवाइस दे रहे हो. So even if this person doesn't follow his advice, it really doesn't matter. Rather, it should not matter. Yeah, got that?
Got it. Got it. Thank you.
It's all about balance sheet. And you can apply it in every area. Like even when you're interacting with a client, आप already करते हो, लेकिन इसका अगर consciously करोगे, it will a life changing process. है ना? किसी client के साथ business करना है कि नहीं करना है, आप उसके pros cons में डालो, assets में डालो, liabilities में डालो, देखो कहाँ पे पल्ला भारी हो रही है. Based on that you take a call.
Right.
Yeah, simple. Good. Thank you so much. Who is next? By the way, people who are not asking questions, they listen to the questions also. कि लोग क्या क्या सवाल पूछ रहे हैं, कैसे कैसे उनके कंसर्न्स हैं, और उसको लेके आप आगे क्या कर सकते हो. How you can interact with people, how you can make others empower others to live a life which is encouraging, motivating, inspiring for themselves. Imagine if people are expert enough to motivate them, inspire them, encourage them, do they need any external source for that? They don't need. और ये काम अगर आप किसी के लिए कर सकते हो तो nothing like that, you know, people will remember you कि हाँ एक बंदा मुझे मिला था जिसने आज तक मुझे कोई एडवाइस नहीं दिया, बट एवरी टाइम आई टॉक टू दैट पर्सन आई फील एनकरेज, मोटिवेटेड एंड इंस्पायर्ड. At least I can find out how I can keep myself very motivated, inspired, and encouraged at any given point of time. Yeah, thank you. Next question. It can be a question, it can be a concern, it can be an issue, anything. Something that is bothering you, something that you are curious to know. Go ahead. Yeah, Manish.
Yeah, hi Pinaki, I just joined 1 minute back.
Hmm.
So, you're saying that I need to ask something that I feel that something bothering me or anything which is important for me, right?
Hmm.
Hmm.
This session is actually all about practical applications of NLP in real life, real time situations. So even if you do not know NLP, that really doesn't matter. What matters is that you learn the art of asking the relevant question to yourself so that you don't need to wait for anybody to do it for you. So that's why also I'm sharing the recordings so that you listen to your own version of your own problem sharing, and then you listen to the questions that I'm asking, and then you discover how it works. So whatever you are sharing in this session, what is the most important part is listening to your own story. कि आप अपने स्टोरी को कैसे नरेट कर रहे हो, आप अपना कंसर्न को कैसे नरेट करो, what kind of words you are using in your conversation, and every word has its own importance. So as you notice that, it becomes an opportunity for you to transform yourself. That you know, in real time, real life situation, this is how I talk. This is the words I use when I express about my feelings, my concerns, my perceptions. And this is where I can probably make a change. And once I make a change, I'm sharing the same perception with a different way, different kind of words, and that's making all the difference. All right. So go ahead.
Yeah, nothing particular as such, but I just want to know that how we can be, because time flies by, flies like anything. So how we can, how can stay more more younger with time?
Mhm.
Anything, any advice you have in terms of
Okay.
energy, in terms of you know like in terms of mental energy, physical energy, and like how to be more, feel more energetic and young with time as you grow with age.
Okay. Is it important for we, you, or I? That's the
I
question number one. Good. So reframe the question. Say the question again. Now do not use we, you, etc.
like how
Go ahead.
I can be how I can be more energetic and feel young with time, like as the time passes by.
Mhm. So what is stopping you to feel that way?
I'm just asking like what I can do just to be better at it.
Yeah. So my question is, what is stopping you to feel that way?
Sometimes I feel that I need to have more energy than I should be having to do some work.
Mhm.
Like say
And
now the weather
why
is
do you need that?
changing and
Why do you
like
need that more energy to do what work?
all my day to day, like my business work, and like there's so many things I'm trying to do, like in terms of business, in terms of taking care of my body, helping other people, like
Okay.
how to
Which one is most important for you? Like as you're mentioning all these activities, which one is the most important for you?
everything is important
Huh?
for me. Everything is important, what I just said.
So which is the most important one? Which you think that this must be there so that it can take care of the other things?
To be more healthy and energetic,
Okay, so what do you mean by more healthy?
feel young, like feel not to get tired so soon, and Like I'd like to do a lot many things. Like let's say I'm traveling, I'm eating out or something. Sometimes I feel that I'm losing my energy before I want. Like
Mm-hmm.
I want to work more, but some reason I feel tired, and maybe I'm traveling or I'm doing like what I'm feeling is that I don't have the energy that I had like 5 years back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I don't want
Okay.
to,
Why getting back this energy is important for you?
so that I can do more work,
Mm-hmm. How much time you are going to commit for that to getting back this energy levels?
whatever required.
So what is required? What do you think is required for you? How much time you can commit? It's only you know how much time you can commit.
If I know that this is what I need to do, and that is my question. Like how much I'm okay with the time. I don't have any time constant.
See, right now you are saying that you are having activities busy with so many things.
No, but this is more
So,
important for me, so that I'll have more time for this in terms of
all
your
right. So
priority.
when do you think you can find the time for yourself? What is the best time for in the day for you to find the
Morning,
time for yourself?
morning,
Okay, morning what time?
6 to 8.
Okay, 2 hours you have. What would you like to do in those 2 hours, 6 to 8? What do you normally do?
I normally I do yoga and I read some books.
Mm-hmm.
I and go for a walk for half an hour.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Okay, so do you think you are doing the right thing? Or let me put it this way, how much value it is adding to you on a daily basis? Like if you do all these activities in the morning from 6 to 8, how do you feel after those 2 hours? Like, how do you actually feel at 8 o'clock in the morning after doing all these activities from 6 to 8?
I'm feeling okay. Like I'm not saying I'm feeling too great, but I'm feeling okay.
Mm-hmm. So what do you need to do to become feeling great? See, two
Like
hours
just
is not a small time, it's a big time.
yeah,
So 6 a.m. to 8 a.m., you have an asset time for you. It's a no disturbance time. It's a no distraction time for you. And whatever activity you are doing those 2 hours, if that is leading you to an okay state, that cannot take charge for the rest of the day. You cannot use a semi-charged battery to do all your activities throughout the day. A okay charged battery. It has to be fully charged battery. And 2 hours is not a small time. Even a mobile phone can be recharged in 2 hours from 0 to 100. Isn't it?
yeah, yeah. The point is, like for somehow I feel that uh, like I'm not sleeping so well, and I'm not taking good diet, so healthy diet, and
Mm-hmm.
that's
That's
how
okay.
that.
Let's focus on the first 2 hours of the day. If you haven't done it today, you can still do it tomorrow. You can take the food at the right time. You can take the right quantity of food, the right quality of food in the right moment when you need it. Point is how much committed you are for that.
Yeah, yeah. Right now I'm not 100% committed, but I can do better. Yeah,
Yeah. So, and when do you want to get started on that? How long do you want to wait to get started on this commitment?
immediately.
Okay. And when this immediate will come, right now, or it will
Yeah,
wait for some time?
right. Yeah, right now.
Okay. If it is right now, what you are going to do tomorrow between 6 to 8 a.m. such that you can maintain a fully recharged state of mind throughout the day?
You have a good sleep in the night, and with all positive affirmations,
Mm-hmm.
and more confident, and like always feeling in the desired state.
Mm-hmm.
So that if I have good sleep,
Mm-hmm.
like good sleep, then I'll be more fresh in the morning, and then I can exercise, do yoga, meditation with more energy and with a better feeling.
Okay.
And
Now
then
replace all these ifs. So if I do this, then I will going to feel that way. Instead of that, say, okay, I'll do this.
yeah, I will do this.
If doesn't take you anywhere, if leaves a question of doubt, if is always followed by a doubt, and most of the time it's 80% doubt. minimum. So one of
Yes.
the ways to replace that if that doubt portion or reduce the doubt portion is replacing if with when.
If with I will.
When, when, when you're asking the question, when you're saying something, so it's instead of saying that if I do this, then I will get this result. Instead of saying that when I do this, I will get this result. So that's why we are focusing on that time. So now what we need to do, Manish, it's very simple. You just need to do an audit of what exactly you do in the morning hours of 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. And whatever activities you do, you just create a balance sheet of it. On one side, you put assets, on the balance sheet, you put liabilities. That the activities that you are doing in the morning, that's from 6 to 8 a.m., is it adding to your asset side of the balance sheet or it is adding to your uh, liability side of your balance sheet? You have to have complete clarity on that because it is your life. And if there are
Okay.
more liabilities, you need to work out asking yourself a very simple question that how can I, followed by that liability. The liability could be that getting up in the morning at 6 o'clock is difficult for me because I go to sleep at 2 a.m. So the question is, how can I get up at 6 o'clock at the same time? Or instant that, how can I go to bed, say half an hour early tonight? Forget about for the rest of my life. So you just check that how much time you go, what at what time you go to bed tonight. That is the kind of auditing that we are talking about. You check your time. If you're saying that I go to bed late, replace the word late. So you say I go to bed half an hour early now. So what you're telling your subconscious mind is early. So tonight I'll go to bed half an hour early. So you
Okay.
are programming your mind and telling your mind that okay, then there's a big possibility I will get up early in the morning tomorrow as well. And really do that audit from 6 to 8 a.m. what you are doing. Make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
Doable?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you.
Super. Who is next? Can we have all of you on the screen for a quick picture? Within a minute, it has to be done. So everybody on camera, look straight into the camera, keep your eyes wide open, and we'll count 1, 2, 3 together. We'll freeze for a few seconds, and I will take the screenshot. Okay? Quickly, everyone. Okay. Shilpa, come on. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Absolutely awesome. All right. So who is next? By the way I am addressing the concerns, how many of you could see that almost the similar questions applies to the concerns and issues that you have in your life? The patterns of the questions are more or less same. It's just asking the relevant question at the relevant time. That's it. Yeah, Anita.
Yeah. So the current challenge that I'm facing is regarding my YouTube podcast, which I did discuss once before also. So it's like it's something that I want to do, but still I am like not scheduling and not doing it. Like not just getting it done. I know I can do it, but still I'm not getting it done.
Hmm.
In spite of knowing that it is important for me, क्योंकि बहुत दिन हो गए, it's almost like 3 to 4 months have gone by that not a single podcast is uploaded, and my target is to make make Sanctuary by the end of 2025. But if I don't take action, I know it's not going to happen. And this is something that really I'm passionate about, bringing out the stories of other people. I absolutely love doing it. And when I get that one or two message from my audience that it helped us shift our something in their life, that that podcast brought some shift in their life, that really like feels that the satisfaction and fulfillment of doing all that mehnat behind that podcast. And even when I interact with the guests, it's like I get to learn a lot from their real life. It's like real challenges, real struggles which they have gone through, and how they have gone through that journey. And a lot of things like I get to learn from their real life. So it's like a win-win situation for me, learning wise also, and bringing out the story which I love. And I'm a people person, so I like to know about other people. uh how did they make it, how did they succeed, what all challenges did they face, all those things. So my question is, in spite of knowing all these benefits, in spite of having even the passion, why am I not able to take that action?
Okay, so let me ask you this question: what is important for you, quality or quantity?
Quantity of podcast you are saying?
Yeah, quality or quantity, which is important for you?
Quality.
Okay, and when you think about quality, what are the challenges you are facing over there?
When I think of, so it's more of not approaching the guest and not bringing out the stories. I don't have any challenge in that. The basic challenge comes in the technical part, wherein I have to do the editing, the cover page, the thumbnail, the captions, all those things.
All right, the question is that why do you want to get into editing? Why do you want to outsource it?
Yeah, there again one mindset comes that I'm not generating any income from that right now. So do I really need to invest, make that investment of outsourcing it?
How about converting it into a business, proper business?
Yeah, I did thought about it multiple times, because this is something that I really like. It comes like, even if somebody asks me at night 1 p.m. and says, will you be ready to bring out my story? I have such a story. And they ask me, and I will be saying like, give me 5 minutes, I'll be up and ready, and on Zoom I will be like ready with full energy. Like you can't even think that मैं अभी सो के उठ के आई हूँ, like that. So that is the kind of passion I do have, but still that path is
Replace
not
but.
clear.
Do not use the word but. Replace but with and.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
continue.
what I was saying, कहाँ पे मैंने but use किया था, that only I forgot.
It's okay. Just go on. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I am not clear that how to generate revenue out of it, how to make it a business.
Do not say how to. I am not clear how to generate. You say I am looking for bigger opportunities to generate funds for me, to generate funds to continue with this kind of programs. How can I generate funds?
Yeah. That I don't know. How can I
See,
generate?
you came on this earth empty-handed. You will leave empty-handed as well. And whatever you achieve in between, that needs money, and that money is always in the form of funds. You allocate funds to achieve something in your life. Like you had these vacations, a few days back, few months back, you allocated funds. You are ensured that the funds are there to go ahead with this vacation. It's all about funds. You work out a model that how much funds you need to get this thing done. And to generate that funds, what are the assets you have? What are the liabilities you have? Okay. Also, we create a balance sheet of the skill set that you have. That what are your assets, what are your liabilities? For example, you want to do video editing. Now that could be a liability for you because you don't know how to do it.
I
Okay.
know how to do it, but it's like not my area of interest.
Yeah, it's okay. So it's time consuming. Even
Yeah.
I know how to do digital marketing, but I don't do it nowadays. But I have a team who do digital marketing for me. I have a team who do LinkedIn work for me. They work on it. So I know what they are doing. My job is only to review it and just to say, okay, go ahead. So you need to figure out that what is important for you, where you should be paying your attention. If you paying your attention to giving the video editing, that you are not doing justice to Anita. Anita is not made for this. You already said that. That why you are giving this job to Anita?
Yeah, so the question that comes to my mind is, am I ready to make that investment of outsourcing?
Probably you are not. But they then say, am I ready to generate that funds? What kind of qualities do I need to generate that funds? What do I need to generate those funds? So for that, you need to figure out how much fund you need. Like you are in my NLP in action workshop. Okay, and this week we set up that by February 2028 this year, what one goal you want to achieve. And tonight we will be working on that goal setting also. We will be doing a very rigorous activity tonight. Why don't you take it up? That okay, I will create a system such that it generates a continuous flow of funds by the time over next 6 weeks. And that continuous flow of funds has to be a fixed amount. That this much fund I need, this much fund should be there with me, and this much fund should keep on, that machinery should keep on generating. So that I can continuously use that fund. I can create more quality video instead of focusing on how to make those video better. So I will be focusing more my attention on asking the relevant questions, getting the right kind of people.
That's where my area of interest is.
Exactly. So be specific. And the way you will be creating that goal, it should be such that even if you share it with a 6-year-old child, the child has to understand what you are talking about. The child is tell you, yes, it makes sense. Yeah. Even if you can't do it, I can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Children never say I can't do it. They always look for an options how they can do it.
So you are talking about generating funds from which source? Podcast?
I don't know. But you still need funds. If you want to hire people, you need funds, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Simple. So you create a system such that at least that much of fund is getting generated.
Yeah, so that's what, like, which path should I go to generate that funds?
Balance sheet. Balance sheet of your capabilities, balance sheet of the options that you have, the actions that you need to take. Which of the actions that you will be taking, which of the actions you want to delegate.
Mm-hmm.
And what will be the cost of delegation. And how you can generate those funds for delegation through the capabilities that you have. If you still need to develop some capabilities, develop those capabilities. Earmark. Why don't you ask some people that I want to edit this video, how much will you charge me? So I know people who are editing 50-60 videos, or maybe at least 10-15 videos, they are charging 5,000 rupees a month. You can hire their services also. Collaborate. क्या आपका 15 वीडियो में मेरा भी 2 वीडियो ऐड कर दो, तो यू आर पेइंग 2000 5000 रुपीज, मैं आपको 500 रुपीज दे दूंगी, इतना तो मैं अफोर्ड कर सकता हूँ. Collaboration. Yeah, doable.
Yeah, so I need to search those sources. Who does that?
Yeah, you need to do a study. Auditing. Again, coming back to the same thing, auditing. ऑडिट करो, मेरा क्या कैपेबिलिटीज है, मुझे क्या चाहिए, इसको करने में कितना टाइम लगता है, कितना खर्चा हो सकता है. इज देयर एनीबॉडी हु इज गेटिंग दिस थिंग्स डन, हाउ कैन आई कोलैबोरेट विद दैट पर्सन. तो वो अगर 5,000 दे रहा, तो उसमें मैं 500 कंट्रीब्यूट करके मैं अपना काम करवा लूँ. I don't need to hire a person for 5,000 rupees every month. I don't need to. Forget about committing 5,000 rupees for video editing. I don't need to.
Okay, so you know such person?
Hmm?
Okay, I'll get in touch with you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. Not, you can also put this message in the group that I want to hire people for editing my videos who would like to work with me. Do not say that who would like to work for me or who would like to do it. Ask this question, who would like to work with me. Use this word with. लोग आपके रिस्पॉन्ड करेंगे, आप उनसे नेगोशिएट करो, बोला अपना अपना काम दिखाओ, वो दिखाएंगे अपना काम, बोला हाउ मच डू यू चार्ज, बोले इतना चार्ज करते हैं. ओके, इफ आई गिव यू जस्ट 2 वीडियोस अ मंथ, हाउ मच विल यू चार्ज हिम. सबसे कोट ले लो. You will find many freelancers who will just do it for a very small amount because they want to tell the world that I can do it. Good? Possible?
Yeah.
Fantastic. So we are 38, we have 7 more minutes. Anybody else?
Thank you so much.
Quickly, anybody else? By the way, listen to this recording of this session. Just listen to the concerns that people have, the words that they are using while sharing their concerns, and then how I am talking to them. As I was talking to them, how their words changed, how their emotions changed. Observe all of them. Observe each one of them. And I am telling you, you will find pearls of wisdom in those conversations. Pearls of wisdom, because I get them. I review my own sessions many times. अभी इसका रिकॉर्डिंग करूंगा, मैं रात को सोने जाने से पहले कम से कम एक बार सुनूंगा. हो सके सुबह when I go for a morning walk, during my morning walk I will listen to the session again. I will listen to the kind of words that I am using while I was interacting with that person. And I discovered there are many times I missed the conversation. Like I will figure out that Anita ne ye bhi bola tha, which I missed. I could have addressed this issue in this way. And you can also discover that. You will also notice है पिनाकी ये पॉइंट मिस कर गया. अगर मैं होती तो मैं ये पॉइंट के ऊपर भी ये बात करती. And that is the learning that you get while you review these videos. Live session में क्या है? Live session you discover that what you are paying attention to. When you review the videos, you discover what you missed out. And then you learn the art of paying attention to active listening. And it will improve your listening skills. All right, 40. 5 minutes we have. Anybody with any question, any concern, any issues? Or you can say some good words to me also. Pinaki, you are great, super. तुम कैसे बता देते हो यार, कैसे सोच रहे हो, वो भी अच्छा रहेगा मेरे लिए. Because you know, every quality that you see in me, you also deserve those qualities. You also have those qualities. वो बस उभर के निकल रहा है. And the moment you discover that quality you have, start working on that quality, start investing on that quality. And investment in terms of time, money, attention, energy, emotions, सब कुछ. वो क्वालिटीज आपके अंदर भी है जो क्वालिटीज आपको मुझ में दिख रहा है. इनफैक्ट जो क्वालिटी आपको किसी भी इंसान में दिखता है, वो सारा क्वालिटीज आपके अंदर है, इसीलिए आपको दिख रहा है. जिसको पता है सोना क्या चीज है, वही वही देख के बता सकते हैं सोना या पीतल है. देख के ही बता देगा छूने से पहले. तो अगर आपको कुछ क्वालिटी किसी के अंदर भी नजर आ रहा है, यू ऑलरेडी हैव दैट क्वालिटी. यू ट्रस्ट योरसेल्फ, आई एम टेलिंग यू.
So I just love your observation skills. How minutely you observe, and right now you said that you review the session itself 2 to 3 times. So I want to know, how do you get that patience to again listen to it 2 to 3 times?
See, that's what I get paid for. You know, people pay me for that. तो मैं कहाँ पे प्रैक्टिस करूँ? You know, let me give a very simple example. एक छोटा सा गली था एंड हमारे पास एक अर्टिगा कार है. तो वहां पे हम गए एंड मैंने बोला कि यार गाड़ी तो घुसा दिया, अभी यहाँ से निकलूं कैसे? निकलने के लिए किसी टाइम तो निकलना पड़ेगा. तो व्हाट आई सेड के निकलने का प्रैक्टिस अभी कर लेते. सो विद इन दैट स्मॉल स्पेस आई स्टार्टेड स्टीयरिंग द कार. आगे पीछे आगे पीछे आगे पीछे करते 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 सीख गया. And imagine if I have done it many times, deliberately, कि this is the best time I can practice, this is the best place I can practice. जब real time situation आता है तब ये कितना आसान हो जाता है. So that is the investment. Like I tell people that you learn how to park a car, you will become a very good driver. आपको driving सीखना है ना, you become an expert in parking a car in any situation. सच कह रहा हूँ. If you learn the art of parking a car, you will become an expert driver easily. और अगर कहीं पे जगह नहीं मिल रहा है ड्राइविंग सीखने का, दिल्ली आ जाओ, आपको पार्किंग का जगह मिलेगा नहीं.
मुंबई भी आ जाओ.
है ना? And you learn how to park your car.
I really like, मुझे सबसे ज्यादा जो चीज ड्राइविंग सीखने से रोकती, दैट इज पार्किंग ओनली. मुझे ऐसा लगता है कोई मेरी कार को वो निकाल के दे दे और कोई मेरी कार को पार्क करके दे दे, आई विल जस्ट लर्न द ड्राइविंग पार्ट.
Absolutely. You become a masterpiece in parking your car, and I'll tell you, you will love driving.
That angles we need to
Yeah.
measure.
Watching in the rear view mirrors instead of looking this way or that way. Actually using the mirrors.
Exactly. And I have like banged the car multiple times.
It's okay. That's a part of the investment. So that's how you can use the insurance that is given to you once a year. Uska fayda उठाओ. So that is the learning. Insurance premium for a car that you give, that I give, is for learning. तो साल में एक बार मेरा गाड़ी का इंश्योरेंस मैं क्लेम करता हूँ, हर साल क्लेम करता हूँ. आई एम लीस्ट इंटरेस्टेड इन नो क्लेम बोनस. तो इसीलिए कर पाता हूँ, बिकॉज आई कीप ऑन एक्सपेरिमेंटिंग विथ माय कार इन स्मॉल स्पेसेस. Good. 8:44. We are almost 1 minute to go. Thank you so much, by the way, everyone. And next session onwards, always come with your questions before you join the session. I know you have many questions. It's not about getting the answer from me, but getting the answers from yourself. Because this is a session which is not just a Q&A session. It's a session where you are practicing neuro-linguistic programming in a live environment. You know?
Sir, I have a request. Could we change the timings? I couldn't attend today, just had my dinner. So is it possible to make it 9?
And not really, because from 9 o'clock, I have my own training sessions, which is NLP in action with life coach Pinaki.
Is this the only slot available, 8 o'clock?
This is the only slot available right now every Thursday. That's it.
Every Thursday.
Ankur, come and join NLP in action.
Yeah.
If you
I would
want
strongly
9
recommend.
p.m.
If
slot.
you really want 9 p.m. slot, because that is the time I make money.
You make money, no? Even we guys want to make money.
Yeah.
He
This is the
will,
time when you can make money.
he will teach to us to make money in that 9 p.m. slot.
I'll just check. Yes. Right. Okay, thank you very much.
All right. Thank
Yep.
you so much, Ankur. Talking to you is always a gem for me.
Pinaki, I just have one simple question.
Quickly.
If a person doesn't has passion to earn money, what he is considered to be as?
Okay, then that person must be having a passion to donate money, charity.
Either ways, it is not.
Either way, it is not. फिर उसको जिंदगी का क्या फायदा है? कोई importance है ही नहीं उसकी. उसको खाने पीने की भी जरूरत नहीं, क्योंकि उसके लिए भी पैसे लगते हैं.
Oh, not in that way. But then, if we feel content that I'm happy
We or
with
I.
what, if I feel that I'm content with what I am, I'm happy. It doesn't mean that I'm not a millionaire or crorepati or whatever. But then I feel content with my own self. But then the skills which I have can make a lot of money in the market. But then again, somewhere I feel that, am I wasting all this? But then my daily routine or lifestyle doesn't demand for doing a job. And that to a hectic job, I just can't take it. And of course, even the home environment wouldn't support me. But then at times I feel that am I zero or what? So yeah, so that's why I'm asking that, is it a disorder or something that you
Okay,
don't
so
have?
who is paying for this internet connection that you're using right now to attend this session?
Yeah, all my husband does that.
Okay. So you can contribute, your husband, for at least for paying the Wi-Fi charges monthly. इतना ही पैसा कमा लेते.
Okay.
Just start with that and then see what happens.
Okay.
True.
Yeah. Thank you, Pinaki.
Yeah. Hi.
I just wanted to add, like, Pranavi, I'm sorry, but I think you are working, you are a woman and you work at home. Just because you're not financially, you don't get any money for it, I don't think it makes you a lesser human being. And I think if you're content with what your life is treating you, I think that's fantastic. You do not, you have the ambition to have a nice family, to keep the family together. That itself is a goal. So
Okay.
I don't understand why do we, and Pinaki, I also don't understand why do you need to earn money?
Mhm.
I don't need to earn money. I have enough. I could have more. I have enough for my daily needs. I'm not
Yeah. So
going to,
how did that come to you?
I worked.
That's it.
No, but no, look. I came, you know, I come from a different background.
Mm.
So I mean, in India, you don't need to, if you're married, that itself, you're working at home and you don't get paid. Imagine if your wife would get paid even just sitting at home and doing all the housework, you would pay her if it was a homekeeper or a housekeeper at. So I don't think so. Why should she earn money to just get her Wi-Fi? I don't think so. It's necessary. She's working. She's sitting at home.
In a way, Shilpa, it's like it's going in a confused way. My problem is like, yeah, if I am idle, I feel like socializing myself. But then if I go to that social circles and all those high level things, I'm not setting me. But if I then come into this educational group, I'm getting educated, but then it's of no use to me. So both things are happening.
Okay, Pranavi,
Anyhow,
just do that and then come back next Friday, next Thursday, and
okay.
share your experiences.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you
See,
so much.
always ask yourself one question whenever you attend any session, whether
Uh-huh.
it's my session or any session. Always ask yourself one question: that
Uh-huh.
with this new awareness, what do I see possible for myself now?
Yeah, that's what I was observing.
Only
Yeah.
one question.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful question.
Yeah. So with this new awareness, what do I see possible for myself now? No argument, no challenge, no debate.
Okay. Yeah.
And then whatever you see possible for yourself, just act upon it and then see what comes up.
Okay, Pinaki ji.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you so much for the wonderful
Yeah.
session.
Thank you so much, Pinaki. You helped out a lot.
And
I'll give you one feedback in person, not here.
yeah, thank you so much. You can always talk to me if you have long personal sessions. Just let me know that I want to talk to you for 15-20 minutes and I will give you some time. I promise you. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much.
All right. Good
It
night.
was so nice seeing you, Pinakida. Such a long time, first time in this year. And Anita, you're beaming. It's also nice to see you. And Anita, I just want to tell you, and Pinakida too, yesterday I saw Nawaz and we had such a great time. And Anita, we wanted you to be there too. So next time you come all the way to Juhu, okay?
I met Nawazji last week.
Yes, I saw the pictures. So I think we should meet again. Take care.
Yeah. Bye.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Thank you
Bye-bye.
all. Bye bye.
Bye-bye. Good night. Good night.